So Joe Mixon talked to the media for the first time in Houston right before training camp. And he actually brought us up, and it's not a very positive thing. He said he claims his production in Houston will be night and day compared to what it was in Cincinnati. Now, I'm going to read the whole quote here of what he said and then give my thoughts and opinions. He said, "It's a narrative to y'all," Mixon said about his age. "But I mean the running backs that I see that are close to 28, 30, 31, 32 years old, they're balling right now. So my hopes are high. I know what type of player I am. I'm not here to speak for everyone else, but in terms of me, I know for a fact as long as I'm in a great position to win, it's going to be night and day compared to how I was in Cincinnati." And it's weird that he actually said that, to be honest, because he was actually pretty dang good for us. I mean, his last season with us, he had 1,400 all-purpose yards, which, to be honest, is pretty dang good for a running back. And pretty much every year, he was pretty dang well for us. So, kind of surprised he's saying this because, I mean, if he's going to be above 1,400 yards, which would be the night and day comparison, I don't know. All I know is one thing. Houston has a way better offensive line. They do. All right, well, yeah, they have a better offensive line than us. I was gonna say I'm not comparing it to this year's line. Compared to the last couple years, they have a way better offensive line than us. So that's the positive note in this, right? Is that he's going to a better offensive line, he's going to block better for him, create holes better for him, and obviously it's a completely different scheme on offense as well. You have a young quarterback, so they do have a very pass-heavy system, but they're going to be able to kind of convert into a pass-heavy / run-heavy with Mixon. There is a narrative, and it's weird. This isn't really a narrative, I'll say, when it comes to running backs fall off after they hit 30. That's just a fact, okay? And I know Mixon disagrees with that because he's like, hey, listen, dude, I know there's running backs that still do good at that age. And I'm sure they do. But those are called outliers. Those are called, anomalies. They're not the norm. They're not the typical. Yes, a running back could still be very successful and play a very high level once they hit 30. But it has been proven throughout football history with all the running backs that have played in the NFL that when they hit 30, they start to fall off and they start to get hurt more. They're not as fast. And, there's just all-around problems, right? So that's a fact, right? There's no shot at Mixon here. I hope he doesn't take this as a shot because it's not a shot. At the end of the day, that's just a fact of the matter is. Now, again, it's just, I know he probably doesn't mean this as like a shot at us saying night and day compared to Cincinnati. I just like personally, I take that as a not really a shot, more just confusion. Just because again, he was very productive with us, and I don't know how well he'll be productive wise in Houston. I think he'll be very good based on the fact I think he's a very good running back. But again, it's that situation where it's like, it's a completely different offense, completely different scheme, completely different everything. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how he does. You have Dameon Pierce behind him, who is a, really good running back who's young. Kind of had a rough last year, but overall wise, going to probably have a really good this year. So he'll be kind of running back committee over there in Houston. And now they got Stephon Diggs. They have a really good receiving core. So, yeah. I'll be interested to see. I'm still going to root for him. I'm still going to be, excited to see him do good. And we'll see how that ends up turning out. But Joe Mixon in 2023, 12.1% avoided tackle rate, 33rd of 35th qualified running backs. 2.51 yards per after contact per rush, 32nd in the league, 73.8 PFF rush grade. He's at least okay in short yard situations. I will say there's also a situation you gotta look at. He was awful in pass blocking. That's another reason why I think we got rid of him. And we went more toward, Zach Moss. 19th in goal line success rate, 26th in success rate with less than 3 yards to first. But again, like I said, stat-wise, he actually did pretty good. And he was pretty productive the last couple seasons for us, with the fact that our offensive line was pretty dog water. So, yeah. Again, like I said, I'm never going to talk negative or any hate toward Mixon. I love Mixon. Not going to give him any hate. But it is a weird situation. Like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up turning out. But, yep, it's going to be night and day, apparently. So, hopefully it is for Mixon, and I hope he succeeds well. Peace out.